Okay, y'all. Last time I was talking about these two, I was telling y'all about how Tiny unfollowed Shekinah and about how Shekinah had been speaking through the media, going on live, telling a lot of their business, and just speaking a lot about what was going on. And so I explained that, Tiny, she may have been frustrated with this and she may have been tired of it because we haven't really heard anything from her in the media, just responding to any of this stuff or even just responding to anything that Shekinah had to say. But then I watched The Plainest Jane. Y'all go check out The Plainest Jane because she revealed that Tiny was actually there while Shekinah was doing the live. While Shekinah was making these rants, Tiny was present. And my concern is if you guys are friends and you are there present, why are you not telling your friend to, don't say that, be quiet, or try to speak up for what you want out of the situation or what you expect out of the situation? It's almost like you're expecting her to speak up for you, but then when it's not turning out the way you want it to, then now it's her fault for speaking up for you. So the situation itself is kind of confusing. But right here we have Tiny claps back at Shekinah, and she says right here, major girl, that is her page. Y'all can believe this dizzy broad if y'all like. Y'all can believe this dizzy B if y'all like. I'm just filling in the blanks because it's crossed out right here. Why in the F would I ask her to say what she said? True enough, she wanted to speak up for me as a friend, and I appreciate that. But I never ever told her to say any of this. Ish. She said, that's on my life and everything I love. She wrote me a book and said people don't need to know, but yet going on live telling about me daily. Worst kind of friend you can have. If we not cool, we not cool. Move on. And I would have quietly. It's a shame I'm addressing this BS now. Just sick of it all. Sick of all the lies. Day after day. I will forever wish her nothing but the best still. It's sad when close friends turn into enemies, but God has his way and I won't question him. A lot of times we just have to let things pan out the way that they should. And a lot of times friends do hold back from saying the things that they want to say when they see something going down in destruction, and they may give off hints of things that they don't like. And sometimes their friends just keep on going and going and going with it. I've been in this situation before until we get tired of it. And then we just let it all out. Some people are not good at expressing their emotions and expressing their feelings. Shekinah seems like an emotional person. Tiny seems like a type of person that hold things in. And so they don't communicate these things that well. And she expected her friend to know where she was coming from and know not to, go too deep into it or not to let things spiral out of control. And that's what's happening here. And so right here, it says that Shekinah says the final straw with Tiny was when she let her get dragged on social media for speaking up for her and Tip earlier this year. She was in the room with me, telling me what to say. Now that's wrong right there. You can't instigate things or tell people what to do and hide your hand. You can't throw in the rocks and then hide your hand and make it look like you don't do nothing wrong either. You the star. They like you anyway. So why use Shekinah as the pawn? And if that's the case and she's using her as the pawn, then that wasn't right. Because now are you going to take up for your friend when things are going wrong? When you kind of manhandle the situation and try to get it to where you want it to be and it didn't go that way? Are you now going to take up for your friend and say, hey, I told her to say some of these things and she might have not said it the way I would have said it, but I did coerced her to say some of these things? Or are you going to even just speak for yourself and tell her, don't say nothing else? I will speak for myself. Because of course we already know stars got an image to uphold. So why not get somebody else to do their dirty work? Why not? But if she do come out and say she did it, now people gonna come down on her, and she don't want that to happen. Let's see what she got to say about this final straw.
trashing my name, and that's why I didn't understand. And I'm gonna say this: I didn't appreciate this. This is my last straw for her. When I made that comment about her, she was in a room with me. Motherfucker was sitting right there with me. She the one telling me what to say. And then when all y'all in America go crazy on me, my own supposed to be friends sit there and let y'all take me down, knowing I ain't got shit to do with none of that shit she got going on. She let the world tear me up. That's what I said. You know what? I done did your hair for free. I done kissed your motherfucking ass. I done been there for you. You done took all my old friends. Now they your best friends because y'all pay attention. All you gotta do is pay attention. All y'all gotta do is pay attention. All you gotta do is pay attention to what? How the devil tried to fucking destroy Shekinah. Playing in my face with some bitches that went never my motherfucking friend. I still was cool. Still didn't go crazy. Y'all still ain't never seen me go to Wendy Williams and tell a story. Y'all still ain't never heard.
Y'all hear that hurt in her voice? Like, the best thing for her to do now is to just leave it alone. Just don't even say nothing else about it. Just leave it alone and let time heal itself. Because to get on here and keep on displaying your emotions like that is still going to make you look bad in the process. But we already know, we the people already know how this stuff happens. We all go through these things with people. We know that a lot of times the people that are speaking for and the people that are saying the things that's true, they're the ones that's usually overlooked. Now, their relationship has been up and down, off and on for the past couple of years, and she even had some falling outs with T.I. before in the past where they have went at it as well. Now, a lot of people saying that, you know, she was a opportunist using Tiny or whatever, but as you can hear on the messages, as you can hear in the video, she expresses how they were friends before the fame.
When I met her, she was a housewife, unfortunately. I don't know if y'all remember that. But she was a housewife when I met her. She wasn't working or doing anything. She was a housewife. And that's my word to my mama, okay? Anyhow, as time go on, everybody started blowing up doing their damn thing. But yet me, I'm still getting a little bit of ass money. I don't even remember y'all remember when I went on TV. It was so, like, what?
So yeah, as you can see, they was friends before the fame. They was friends before the fame, and she said she don't got no reason to lie about this. And a lot of people saying she ain't lying. Tiny was a housewife, and she remember Tiny and Toya, and Tiny was a housewife. It says, I feel bad for Shekinah. You clearly see she hurt by this. I was wondering why she came to Tiny's defense when Tiny never came to her defense when Shekinah was beefing with Sabrina. When I wouldn't have gotten up here and admitted I intentionally lied on Sabrina. So that is kind of suspect. Like, why was she just all of a sudden just going hard for Tiny over and over and over and over again? Was it because she talked her into doing it? Was she saying, hey, friend, I need your help? Was she saying, hey, could you do this for me? Like, you got to, once you start thinking about it and sitting back, you have to start making sense of things and wonder why people have the actions that they have. And a lot of these people in the comment sections are saying that she is not lying, and it's all, the puzzles is all piecing together, especially when they found out that Tiny was in the room with her. And so, I mean, people just need to be real with themselves. People just need to own it. Don't let people fight your battles for you, and stop fighting your battles for other people, because they might not do the same for you, as you can see. Tiny, please don't sell your soul, because you sounding liarish. Why are you so mad? Then here's Tiny. Why do I have to lie though? It's not like what she did helped me anyway. I'm too old for this ish, for real, to be beefing with a friend on social media. This is some attention seeking BS. She always do. This is some attention seeking ish she always do. You guys never know we wasn't speak anything or any of this if it wasn't for her emotional A. There were other people in that room when she said what she said, if you really want to know who lying. So as you can see, one person say one person lying, the other person say the other person lying. But the truth is, people were in the room, and she was too. Tiny was too. Well, heck, you was in the room with them. You said people was in there, they'll know who lying. But if you was in there with them, if you wouldn't know that people was in the room with you if you wasn't in there yourself. So you already telling on yourself saying that you was in there too because you said other people was in there. Now you could have just told the girl to get off live if you didn't like what she was saying, but you said nothing, and closed mouths don't get fed. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this mess right here. I'm out.